captures carbon dioxide more than trees, 4 or 5 times more than trees. There's data already there.
Mm.
So the excess carbon dioxide, the CO2, 1.5 trillion tons around that, we can capture if we scale industrial hemp because it delivers 10x in terms of seeds. So every hectare can give you 10x of the seeds for the like 1 season, which can be 4 months. So every 4 months you have 10 times more of the seeds to plant for 10 hectares. We can mass create adoption with industrial hemp and scale it to deserts to capture all of the excess carbon dioxide within like 10 years, 15 years, of 15, 20 years. That's the numbers. But again, the problem is not the plant itself. We have watering issue. We have to have mass adoption of products. It's made out of biomass. And if, for example, we scale that in, like, for example, get 15 years, we capture all the excess carbon dioxide, the result is we saved millions of lives. So that's a foundational base measurement for the cyber. If it influenced changes in the supply chain that delivered changes in externalities, or made more positive externalities, then the result is saving lives. Therefore, the system can carry more people as a global thing, and so that creates this awareness, kind of a simulation awareness of how in ERP system enterprise resource planning. It's kind of, well, that's one of the backgrounds I was in. So when you install any ERP into a business, you kind of think of how the system is and how it can be, and then you kind of try to integrate the software into the kind of like business to make sure the processes are more optimized for this system. And then basically this is more dynamic. This is more like how the system is, how the earth is functioning, more like more data, more kind of aggregation of that information to then transform it into how the system could be, and dynamically train the AI model to make sure it can carry more and more people and drive liquid financial capital towards the project. So that's one of the things that we're doing right now for like kind of our MVP is we're onboarding projects that we played with, and the projects that I kind of convinced and advocated to a few of my friends to then train the models, and then we onboard other projects to make sure that we have all of that data to be able to transparently navigate the supply chain and declare. Because what we're essentially doing, we making it's like it's not the thinking that currently is in business. People are trying to hide information to generate profit. There's a term I like to say, like business is ignorance of the client and the greed of the supplier, greed of the seller. In many ways, you're trying to create this margin case, and as soon as you create a lot of transparency, suddenly you know how much profit you make as a business, and that creates conflict because you want to maximize that profit.